Hello there. We're back doing a Master Duel replay here. This was just too interesting of a duel. I felt like right after I did it, I had to, go over it again once more. So they're going first here, and, we will have a bit of an interesting matchup here in terms of our two strategies. So this is our evolving pure Gishki deck profile. It's definitely more pure than it ever has been. I've been dabbling with sprites, though, so we may see them pop up a little bit. So we'll go with card by card, focused. We've got the Aqua Mirror itself, Salvage, Shadow, and Ash Blossom. Let's see what the opponent's rocking here. They are going first, so it's really just Ash and a Prayer. So they go for Enchantress, which, okay, great. They're going to do their adventure combo. I didn't want to stop it there because I was like, what if we, they already have this, Rite of Aramis here in their hands. So they're going to go ahead and set that up, and then they're going to drop for their normal summon here. Yeah, they're normal summoning Whitebeard. So the Plunder Patrols. We got a Water v Water strategy. This should be interesting. So they're activating their Fateful Adventure here for the Equip spell, I believe. Yep. And not the Monster Search. So their Monster Search, we do choose to Ash Blossom this because if they do get their Omni Negate, the Ash is going to be useless anyway. So I'm like, let's have the Ash trade now. And, if they have it in hand, great. But more likely than not, they did not. And so sure enough, they perform a Synchro Summon. Whitebeard, I believe, is a tuner. Yep. So they go into an 8, which Whitebeard then uses its Graveyard effect, bring out the Golden Hair. Golden Hair, let's see, is that what it used? Or no, the Jord. Put it back in hand. Okay, so let's see. Jord used its effect to get some light tokens. Now they're doing a Link Summon here. They're going to regret giving me that token, by the way. Link summoning the Blackbeard, very incredible. Immediately setting up a negate, which I think is smart. They got their monster negate with the lease. They're then going to equip another thing to special. They'll get 2 bodies for another Blackbeard, it looks like here. All right. So we see a Blackbeard, a lease, and then they pass. All right. So we have a bit of a task ahead of ourselves because at this point, we have Blackbeard on field plus Lease. Blackbeard gets just a quick, extra deck summon, essentially. Lease allows them to do a monster negation to destroy. And then if it's equipped, while, they do destroy, they get to search, which is nasty. They also have a quick effect to special a Plunder from their spell and trap zone, which this thing can use its effect. Thankfully, Blackbeard is a hard once per turn, so 2 copies cannot use their effect. So we're going to go ahead and fire off the Shadow here. And sure enough, it does bait the Ash Blossom, which was what I was hoping for, because essentially, I already have a ritual spell in hand, so what I would love to do is get my Vision on board here to do a double search with the Salvage. So Ashing the Shadow means nothing. We'll go ahead and Vision, get out our Whale here. When you're playing into a board, unless you're really, thinking that the board is weak, you really don't want to go for the Giga Chad because it's not a negate and a continuing your special. It's just really a little bit of removal and a draw. So the Whale plays a little bit better into fields, I think. But, that depends. If you've got some spot removal you need to take care of, the Giga Chad can come up. But for this nasty field with layered interruptions like this, we need a Whale to start contending with those. So now we'll use one of the best cards in our deck, Salvage, and get back Vision and Shadow just to do it again. This time we will Shadow for the Necro Mirror to start to threaten their field, and then we'll go ahead and grab another Whale. Start Whale Ritual over another Whale. So they are choosing to special from their spell and trap zone, which is smart, because now either Blackbeard can get rid of it. So you really don't want to go for the Blackbeard at that point. And instead we'll take out the Lease, use it as ritual material, or fodder, whatever, for our first Whale. So we will go ahead and Whale to bring back a Vision. They then attempt to summon from the extra deck, to which we will Whale negate using both of Whale's effects. And now we're in a great position because the way Blackbeard is worded, they can only use. So even if it's activated, they can no longer do it again. They do end up using their booty here to get one last quick summon from the extra deck. Totally fine. We're going to go ahead and use the token plus our Vision here to set up an Elf, which is great. Because now Elf is going to provide a little bit of targeting protection as well. So now we can very safely use our Aqua Mirror to use one Whale or the other. Excellent, excellent. Still haven't used the Aqua Mirror, the focused Aqua Mirror in hand yet. So they're going to use their least negate, which we can just Naraman once again. So we will Whale, bring back. Probably should have brought back a Whale, I think. Unless I was, I guess, using the Aqua Mirror to get it back. I guess that's fine. Having twos is not a bad thing. So now we will Aqua Mirror out for our Grimness here and just perform kind of the classic double ritual combo. So we believe they're out of interruptions at this point. You know, they might have something in the hand, and for that reason, you know, Nib doesn't really scare us because we can bring out a Whale at any time, and that's just full insulation from Nibiru. So at this point, I'm just clearing the way to get more bodies on the field here. So I will get rid of their defense position monster to start putting out more of a threat. Burn our life points, because who cares? And this time, we'll bring out a Whale. And Whale summon back. Bring out an Abyss for an additional search. Yeah, this gets crazy. Now we've got 4 bodies here. Let's go ahead and use these for an Appaloosa. A little bit of extra protection here. Pretty unnecessary, but, you know, nonetheless, it doesn't hurt. Because there's no way an Imperm is going to stop me based on their cards on the field, so it's only monster effects in hand I have to worry about. Appaloosa completely takes care of that, so now we can just combo freely, right? We'll make the Giga Chad because we want to, not because we have to. We're keeping the Necro Mirror in grave as well because we can use that for removal using the Giga Chad. So now that we've simplified the game state enough, right, we're in a very safe position. Now we can bring out Giga Chad, use that Necro Mirror effect to stack, and then Giga Chad will draw what we stack, which of course then effectively turns his effect into removal. Get the Aqua Mirror to get our last Whale in rotation, or our Graveyard Whale into rotation. And at this point, all we need to do is attack for 6,000 damage, because, you know, our Grimness may have locked us, but again, we have a gun. Ba-bam! Rock their socks. Headshot. Bang. GG's. Yeah, water v water. Very interesting matchup.